Good morning, eighth grade. I hope that we are having a great day and a great week so far. Today's video is going to be all about linear equations, but in disguise. Okay, you'll figure out what that means in a minute. I promise you it's not going to be as bad as you think. They may look a little scary at first, but we're going to be able to get through this and you'll be able to solve these like a pro after this video. So, without further ado, let's get to the video.
All right, eighth grade. Today we're going to be talking about linear equations in disguise. All right. So a lot of these equations, actually, when we try to solve them, when we work them out, they are considered linear, even though when you first look at them, they don't seem like they would be. And remember, linear means that when they're graphed, it's going to produce a straight line on our graph. A lot of this is going to look like solving proportions. Let's just go into our first example. This just looks like a general proportion. And if we don't remember what a proportion is, remember that's when two fractions, two ratios are set equal to each other. And the way that we go about trying to solve this is that we need to cross multiply and then divide. So this is where we're going to do that. And I'm going to multiply these two together. So I do 12 times x equals 6 times 5. So 12x equals 30. And remember, this is like 12 times x. And the only way that I can solve for x is by doing the opposite operation. So the opposite operation in this case would be dividing by 12. I'm trying to leave no evidence. So x is going to ultimately come out to be 30 over 12, which is the same thing as 5 over 2. So that's how we go about doing that. I've got a couple more examples in here that are a little bit trickier that I think it's going to be helpful for you to see. So in our next example, we have now expressions with x on both sides. And this is where we have to bring in our idea of the distributive property. So highlighting what's going to be multiplied. So I do 4 times x minus 1 equals 2 times the quantity x plus 1/3. All right. So now I need to do the distributive property, which means I need to take the number on the outside of my parentheses and I need to multiply it by everything that is inside of the parentheses. Can't forget to multiply everything. All right, so I do 4 times x, which is 4x, and 4 times -1 and 4 times -1 is the same thing as -4. 2 times x is 2x, and 2 times 1/3 is the same thing as 2/3. All right, so now I need to think about this is just like I'm solving multi-step equations. So I need to look on the left and the right-hand side and look to see, are there any like terms that I can combine? Well, on the left-hand side, there are not, and on the right-hand side, there are not. So I can skip over that step. The next thing I need to do is I need to try to get all of my variables to be on the same side and all of my constants without variables to be on the same side as well. So that means I am going to eliminate this 2x on the right-hand side by doing the exact opposite, which is subtracting by 2x on both sides. So minus 2x again. These cancel out here, and I'm left with 2/3. I get 2x minus 4 equals 2/3. So now I have all of my x's on the same side, but I need to get all of my variables to be on the same side. What I'm going to do is I'm going to change 4. That is going to be equal